Hi, I'm Rosanna Vargas Forbes, and welcome to episode 124 of Art This Week. This week we visit 301 Toronto Street and speak with Stephen Lapthisophon about the exhibition Love Come Down and the work he contributed to the exhibition. Now for Art This Week.
Hi, I'm Courtney Brown, and welcome to another episode of Art This Week. I'm here with artist Stephen Lapthisophon of the exhibition Love Come Down. Thank you for speaking with us, Stephen.
Of course, my pleasure.
So, can you tell us a little bit about the exhibition?
Yeah, the exhibition it's been up for about a month, open October 15th. We were given the opportunity to use this warehouse. It's 17,000 square feet. It's a beautiful warehouse. It was mainly used as a repair spot for a trucking company, and it's been not really used except for anything that's for storage for the last maybe last year or so. So we've been doing some exhibitions in this area for the last year or so, and this was just a beautiful space. I am working with some artists, Jesse Morgan Barnett and Michael Mazurek. And we really just loved the space and decided to do a piece, each of us responding to the particularities of the place and the space, as well as kind of some shared concerns we have with artists who we look at and we think about, that kind of thing. So it's temporary. All the pieces were made for this show and for this space. Each talking to each other a little bit, but really kind of, taking off with our own particular concerns and
Sure.
interests, that kind of thing. So they're all the result of being in this space for quite a long time. Took a while to be in here and really get a sense of what the space said back to us,
Right.
in order to kind of work with it. The building has a lot of character. The building has a lot of just little nooks and crannies and things that it does with light and all of that. And so we wanted to respect that, as well as work in concert with it. Some buildings have so much character that there's no way that you're going to do anything that's more magnificent than what it's already doing.
Right.
So we really just tried to bring in our thoughts, be in here a while, respond, and then something, I think, very magical happened between all three of us. I think it worked out very well. We're very happy.
It's a beautiful exhibition, and I'm wondering, there are three primary pieces
Yes.
in the exhibition, but there's a fourth little collaborative piece. Can
Yes.
you tell us a little bit about
Sure.
the process as a group of artists?
Yeah, for all of us, there's an interest in some European art of kind of 60s, 70s, 80s. Some German artists, but mainly some of the Arte Povera artists, Giuseppe Pennone, Giannis Canellis, Giovanni Anselmo, particularly, I would say. And we all were working with light in different ways in this show. So we were thinking a lot about Anselmo's slide projection pieces. They're projections of a single word, and they mark a spot. So it seemed to be the perfect thing to sort of, the way that our pieces were so site specific.
Right.
We decided to make a piece, or recreate a piece of Giovanni Anselmo that was very much about marking a place. So there's a slide projection piece that's on the interior space that's in here that just really is, I suppose, homage, tribute, recreation, and we all came to it just from the love of the piece, but then kind of thinking about how can we also position ourselves ideationally in relation to other art that exists, say that this is something we consider an artistic forebear, part of our legacy, to kind of inform visitors to the show what's in the back of our minds, but at the same time pay tribute to another artist.
That's a common sort of theme that I've seen in your work, that in each exhibition there tends to be many layers of references, some of which I really need Google to help me understand the sort of fabric that you're weaving.
Yeah.
Can you pinpoint a couple of
Sure.
spots in your work?
Yeah, definitely. My work has a lot to do with other art, and with references both to other art and other artists, and sometimes specific works, but also just sort of cultural moments. We got, and I like the occasion of just coincidence and serendipity. We got the space middle of the summer, way too hot to even be in here.
Right.
We decided on the show opening on October 15th. It turns out it's Jesse's mother's birthday as well as Nietzsche's birthday. So a lot of my work does interact with my teaching, and I often teach a lot of Nietzsche's ideas as an exemplar of the idea of process, flux, flow, struggle, things being just in the mix of just happening all at once, of not a kind of pure fixed places. So since a lot of my work has to do with an openness and a kind of, not unfinishedness, but a kind of way that things are in process and sometimes in struggle. So Nietzsche seemed to be the place to start. So there are a lot of references to aspects of Nietzsche's life. And then from there, I've really been preoccupied with a lot of Arte Povera artists. So there are specific references to some of the kind of living, humble materials that they used. I've been working with potatoes a lot, which to me they're this kind of expression of humility, of a kind of sturdiness. Seems like even for me sometimes the newest potato is an old thing somehow. And a lot of my work has to do with a kind of pastness, with things being out of time, or how to position ourselves in time. Both the nowness of that, but then also our epoch, our time period. So some of this is meant to refer you back to another time, to the time of Arte Povera, to the time of process art, to a kind of place where things are not as finished, polished, and packaged as much art is for me now. The little room that has the kind of bare light with the hissing radio static is, and then it's a kind of barren space, and then the action of it is to paint an abandoned little piece of broken furniture that's on the floor and just kind of give it a chilling moment. It's very body proportion, so it's like this weight of a body on the floor, and then on front of it is this door with whatever metaphors the doors carry, but then the action that I did to it is to pour flour over it, which to me has a kind of sorrowful thing. It's a kind of covering, a kind of release almost, a kind of just letting go of a kind of sadness.
We want to thank Stephen for speaking with us. The exhibition is open through November 2011 by request. For more information, go to lovecomedown.dallas.tumblr.com. For more information on the artist, check the links below. Thanks for watching.
I still got your Polaroid. The thought of